Right, good evening, all respected attendants. My name is Liang Cheng.
And I'm Steven.
We will be representing University Tunku Abdul Rahman in this official launching. We are truly honored to have the opportunity this year to be given the privilege of holding the 35th Architectural Student Workshop 2024. We will begin today's meeting in English first. However, to accommodate all participants, we will also conduct a Chinese version of the meeting after the English session ends. We hope everyone can fully understand and participate. 我们将用英语开始今天的会议。然而，为了照顾所有参加者，会议结束后，我们还将进行一个中文版本的会议，希望大家都能充分理解与参与。So today we will cover the list of events that will be held, where it takes place, the date, registration information, and other details regarding the competition during the event, as well as CSR activities and hands-on workshops that will be further informed. We will also provide a Q&A session that will be directed to our team at the end of our presentation. So make sure to list the questions until then. So this year's workshop is titled Inception, an architectural workshop that aims to cultivate creativity, foster innovation, and ignite the seeds of inspiration. Let's unite, care, strive, and lead, and compete as we bloom together in the flames of success. This event will be held on the 18th of October and will end on the 22nd of October at UTAR KAMPAR campus. You will have the chance to meet new friends, exchange ideas, and learn different cultures as you venture into this workshop along with participants from across the world. Now, moving on to the main essence of this event. This event program will be divided into 4 parts, with the first one, part 1, being a tour through the bustling capital city of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, where we will guide you through the streets and junctions, through landmarks and monuments. On the first day of your arrival at KLIA Airport, no major tourist activities will be conducted, allowing the international participants to settle down and rest after such a long trip. Now, bear in mind, transportation will be provided in this trip, so lay back and take in the view as we send you to your destinations. Now, on the second day, however, you will begin a journey that would never be forgotten, strolling through the historical backgrounds, historical neighborhoods, traditional buildings, appreciate arts and culture, and most importantly, a variety of authentic delicacies that will tickle your taste buds for days, allowing you to truly experience Malaysia's rich and unique cultural heritage. During the visit, you will also have the opportunity to visit our very own campus, exchange ideas with enthusiastic teachers and students, learn about the rich curriculum and colorful campus activities, and enjoy the unique charm of our university culture. Now, moving on to part 2 of our programs, we have 8 competitions ready for you. The first one being PAM Design Idea Competition, where participants will exhibit their own studio project, which will be judged by the prestigious PAM members according to their own categories. On the second competition, we have a building structure competition. Students are required to create a space where people can be more aware of their surroundings. And the third competition, a performance competition. This competition encourages participants to showcase their hidden talent. It revolves around singing, dancing, playing musical instruments, or even staging a short drama. Now, on the next competition, we have a short video competition. The short video should be able to capture the spirit of the team throughout the video. And of course, the mascot competition, as the name suggests, each participating uni is required to submit a mascot design that represents their universities, be it values, personalities, or even any distinct characteristics that is associated with them. And the next one, we have a banner competition, where the banner could feature vibrant colors and symbols representing various cultures and traditions, symbolizing the diversity of each university. This banner, alongside with mascot, will then also be used to cheer their respective teams. And the next competition, we have the wall art competition, where the material for this competition is primarily recycled or repurposed materials such as reclaimed wood, plastic bottles, or even fabric remnants. Last but not least, we have a sustainable fashion competition, where the design should capture the spirit of resilience, defiance, and hope. Now, as you can see, each competition includes a sizable prize, so be sure to do your best. Now, that's all for the second part of our events. Now, I'll move on to Steven for the CSR activities.
All right, let's look at part 3, which is corporate social responsibilities. We can also know it as CSR. In this CSR, we have 2 workshops. The first one will be bamboo sanctuary. In this workshop, we involve a lot of communication and connection skills, as the participants are required to design shelter or landscape with plants such as baby plants, flowers, and herbs. The participants from different universities are combined into several groups to have discussion about what type of architectural design they like to have. And of course, the group forming and discussion should be carried out before the main workshop starts. The second workshop is called Creating Emblem of Joy. In this workshop, we will emphasize more on teamwork skills, as the participants are required to design and craft a new banner for an orphanage house. The way of forming is same as the previous workshop that I just mentioned. In this workshop, we are more promoting on recyclable materials and more environmental friendly ways of doing it. Then we'll come to part 4, which is the workshops. The first workshop is architectural photography workshops, which is guided by GuidesPSL.co. After the learning and teaching sections, we have photography competitions where participants need to produce several architectural photos in UTAR KAMPAR campus area or any area around campus. In case you do not know GuidesPSL.co, these are some of the end products of the company. Then will be the parallel workshops. In this workshop, we have 6 activities which fall into 3 categories. These are bamboo joinery, sketching, bamboo art and craft. Participants feel free to join any of these events. However, they could only join one of these, since that all these events will be carried out simultaneously. These are some of the brief about our workshops. Let us look at registrations. In registration, we have package A and package B. The difference between each package is actually the total number of participants, but not the price per pax. This is because we like to encourage more participants to join this event. Moreover, the total number of participants joining here is to easily distribute and equally their workloads of the participants. For example, if I less than 8 participants, the workload for each person will be very heavy and they could not enjoy all the activities, as some of the activities are carried out simultaneously. Therefore, they could not share the skills and experience after this event among their members. Of course, we offer early bird prizes for those participants that register before 30th of June. What we need to pay attention here is that the total number of participants has already included staff, accommodation for 7 days, 6 nights, workshop materials, and meals during the event. Don't worry about the transport, as we provide for you all. Then, let us look at KL tour accommodation detail. We live in Kingston Hotel or equivalents. This equivalent may mean that the authority of the hotel may not provide the total number of rooms that have been promised or under maintenance, and therefore will provide an equivalent hotel for you all. Let us look at the interior of the rooms. Then we'll come for KAMPAR accommodation detail. In KAMPAR, we'll live in Meadow Parks. In case they would like to know more about this place, you can search for the address or the name of the accommodations. And it takes about 6 minutes from the event venues to the accommodations. And this is the information for you all, since that we already provide the transportation, so do not worry about that. Then let us look at the rooms of the accommodations. For your information, this information in the documents above are subject to change without notice. The manufacturer does not make any representative or warranties, implied or otherwise, regarding the accuracy or completeness of these documents. It shall in no event be liable for any loss of profit or any commercial damage, including but not limited to structural, identical, consequential, or other damage. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Stephen, for the English version of this presentation. Now we will move on to the Chinese version of our presentation. 我们现在将开始中文的会议。
各位尊敬的国际参会者，晚上好！我们非常荣幸今年有机会作为2024年第35届建筑学学生作访会的举办者。在今天的会议中，我们会介绍一些作访信息，这就包括了作访的地点、日期、报名流程、比赛细节、社会责任活动和作访活动的相关内容。最后，我们会有一个问答环节，大家可以把问题留到那时候向我们的团队提问。今天的作访主题为 INCEPTION。是一个意在培养创造力、促进创新并点燃灵感种子的建筑学作坊。 让我们的团结、关爱、奋斗、引领、竞争，在成功的火焰中共同绽放。该7天6夜的做法将始于2024年10月15日，并于2024年10月22日正式结束。这将会是您与来自世界各地的参会者一个结识新朋友、交流想法并学习不同文化的机会。这个作访会的活动计划内容将分为4个部分。在第1个部分中，我们将游览马来西亚繁华的首都吉隆坡。在那里，我们将引领您穿过马来西亚各个特色的街道，到达拥有纪念价值的地标。在抵达吉隆坡国际机场的第1天，我们将不会有任何的大型的旅游活动，这是为了让国际参与者在长途旅行后拥有足够的歇息。这次旅行，我们将全程为您提供交通服务，因此，在我们将您送往目的地的路途中，您可以放松的看看风景。第2天，一段漫步历史街区、欣赏传统建筑的马来西亚遗产和文化中心之旅将为您展开。但最重要的是，各地的美食将为您的味蕾愉悦数日，让您真正的体验到马来西亚丰富的独特的文化遗产。旅游期间，你还将有机会参观我们的校园，与热情的师生交流，了解丰富的课程设置和丰富多彩的校园活动，让你们有机会领略我们马来西亚本地大学文化的独特魅力。在第2部分中，我们将正式介绍作坊中的竞赛活动。这些竞赛活动分别为马来西亚建筑师协会 KAMPAR 设计理念竞赛，参赛者将展示自己的工作室项目。该项目将由著名的马来西亚建筑师协会成员根据类别进行评审。建筑结构竞赛，参赛者需要以时光隧道作为主题，创造一个可以让人们更加关注周遭环境的空间。接着，舞台表演竞赛，这项比赛鼓励参赛者展示自己被隐藏的才华。竞赛将围绕着唱歌、跳舞、演奏乐器等等。短视频竞赛，以视觉叙述复杂的感情共鸣，以体现整个视频中的团队精神。接着，吉祥物设计竞赛，顾名思义，每个竞赛大学都需要提交代表其大学价值观、个性和独特特征的吉祥物设计。横幅设计竞赛，横幅可以采用代表不同文化和传统鲜艳的色彩和符号，象征着每所大学的多样性。接着，展墙艺术竞赛。本次比赛的材料主要是以回收或重新利用的材料制成，例如回收木材、塑料瓶，甚至织物等等。环保材料服装设计竞赛，参赛者的设计应体现坚韧、反抗和希望的精神。正如您所看到的，我们特别希望您能勇于参与以上所有的竞赛。在第3部分中的社会责任活动，即代表建筑将如何对社会、环境和经济所承担的责任和义务。第1个开展的活动将是针对竹子生态的保育工作。这个工作坊将涉及很多沟通和认知技能。参赛者需要用植物、花卉等来设计景观庇护所。来自不同大学的参与者都会被要求分成几个小组，讨论他们所想要设计的避难所。当然，分组和讨论将在马来西亚建筑师协会的研讨会开始之前进行。接着，第2个所开展的活动名为“乐为一路有爱，快乐而为”。这次的工作坊更强调参与者的团结，因为他们需要为孤儿院设计和制作新的横幅。本次工作坊将与往届相同，来自不同大学的参与者将被分为几个小组进行讨论。我们想在本次的工作坊提倡和强调使用可回收材料和环保的重要性。接下来，在第4部分中的作坊活动，我们将主要关注于2个工作坊开展。第1个是建筑摄影工作坊，此工作坊是由 PXL4 举办的建筑摄影学习工作坊，其中包括研讨会、讲座以及摄影比赛等。学习与教导课程结束后，每所大学可参与所举办的建筑摄影比赛。参赛者可拍摄有关拉曼大学金宝校区或校区周围区域的建筑照片。在时间允许的情况下，参赛者可在自由时间离开校区，或旅行期间也可拍摄沿途的任何建筑照片。第2个工作坊将会是拥有6项活动同时进行，活动分为竹细木工、素描写生、竹艺工艺品制作等3个类别。参与者将可以自行参加任何感兴趣的工作坊，例如在竹艺工艺品制作方面，参与者可以设计马来西亚传统的风筝袜或乐器等等。如图所示， 在报名流程里，我们将提供2个套餐，即套餐 A 和套餐 B。每个套餐之间的区别仅限于参与的人数，而不是个人的价格。因此，有些人可能会好奇，为什么我们会建议不同的套餐？这是因为我们想鼓励更多的参与者来参加这个活动。此外，这里显示所规定的参与者数量能够平等、更轻松的分配在活动期间的工作量。例如，少于8人的团队将会导致活动期间的工作量过大，而无法参加每个工作坊，这将可能造成一种浪费。除此之外，需要注意的是，这套餐中所提及的人数，已是包括教职人员在内的参与者总数。当然，为了宣传我们的活动，我们将为提前报名的人提供早鸟优惠。这些套餐将包括了这7天6夜的住宿、工作坊材料、活动期间的膳食和基本的交通。
好的，谢谢卓翔。那在吉隆坡旅游期间的住宿呢，我们将提供 Kingston Hotel 或同级酒店。这可能意味着酒店当局无法提供或承担具体房间数量，因此我们将提供同等的住宿。如图所示的是 Kingston Hotel 酒店里的内部环境。而在拉曼大学金宝工作坊期间的住宿呢，我们将住在 Meadow Park。如果您想了解更多信息，可以搜索住宿的地址与名称。如图所示，拉曼金宝大学校区和 Meadow Park 之间仅需6分钟的车程。不过别担心，活动期间的交通是已经被提供了的。如图所示的是 Meadow Park 的住宿内部环境。那免责声明，本文当中的信息如有更改，恕不另行通知。制造商不对本文件的准确性和完整性做出任何代表或保证，并且在任何情况下均不对任何利润损失或任何商业损害负责，包括但不限于特殊、相同、后果性或其他损坏。那这就是2024年建筑学生工作坊的内容。我们希望您对这些活动有一个全面的了解。我们真诚的期待马来西亚本地和国际上所有雄心勃勃的建筑学生能够在此见面，并且交流。如果您对活动或比赛有任何之前可能无法明确解决的问题，我们现在将开放问答环节，我们欢迎您提出任何问题。所以如果你有任何问题呢，可以在评论区内写下来，我们将会一个一个回答。That will be about it for the architectural student workshop, and we hope you have an overall essence of what encompasses the events. We look forward to meeting all ambitious architecture students soon, both locally and internationally. If there is any question regarding the event or competition that might not be addressed clearly before, we are now opening our Q&A sessions, which will be directed to our team. We welcome any kind of questions that you might have. So if you have any questions, please write it in the chat box, and we will answer each and every one of them.
All right. Now, if you have any doubts, you can ask us. We'll answer one by one.
Any questions about the events, about the KL tour? I'll answer the questions. Any doubts you have? Yes, just feel free to answer. It's been a long while since we did events, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So this event is one of the largest ones in the history of UTAR. So
Yes, for sure.
it's a chance that you might not want to miss. 这个机会非常难得，因为在这次我们 UTAR 大学中呢，是属于一个非常巨大的
活动
工作坊一个活动。而且你有机会参与我们的 KL tour，就是会带你们到马来西亚吉隆坡的周围走一走，看看出名的地标、出名的建筑物。
In case that you have any circumstance that couldn't speak up, feel free to write your question in the chat box and we read it out so that our respective departments will answer for you.
Okay.
And for your information, we do have Facebook page, WhatsApps, websites for you to access. So that in case that after these meetings that you have any questions they would like to ask or like to know more about our events, you can feel free to visit our website or questions through the WhatsApps or Facebook page.
Now, if presently there are no more questions to be asked, then we might as well end our conference here. However, for further information and updates, please refer to our website, and you can always follow our Facebook and Instagram page for more details. Now, here's a QR code to our website, so feel free to scan it. And if you want to contact any of us, just use the contact information below. 如果目前没有问题要问，那我们不妨在这里结束我们的会议。如果如需了解更多信息与更新，请参与我们的网站，并且您可以随时关注我们的 Facebook 和 Instagram 页面，以及获取更多详细的信息。这里有个 QR code 可以把你带到我们的网站，所以如果有任何问题可以询问。
If you look at the slides, there are contacts where you can access to the contact of the WhatsApps or the websites or the emails in case that you couldn't access. You also have Instagrams for you to know more of the latest informations, especially about what are the events and the duration of times of our activities.
As for any updates or any new information, we'll post it there first. So it will be the latest information up there.
Yes.
Any new events that will be added, any new posters, and anything that needs to be changed, just have a look on the Instagram.
Since that we still have time, so in case that you still might have any question or doubts, feel free to ask. While we're waiting for the questions, let us look at the registrations, since that there's quite importance through this event. All right. Let us see that actually we have package A and B, so you can feel free to choose any of these, and don't worry about the meals and transportations as already included to the package.
For set A, we have an original price of USD 7,680, but if you are early, we have a early price of 7,200. And for package B, there's a price of USD 3,840, and if you're early, it's only 3,600. All the packages include a 7-day and 6-night accommodation, the materials, and all the meals in the event.
For the live stream at the FB, you could also ask the questions. If we found it, we will answer it respectively.
Feel free to take your time to answer. We have quite a long log.
And don't forget that actually the package, the total number of participants already included stuff. So for example, if you have lecturers, 2 lecturers, that means it will be 6 participants from the students if you take package B. So please don't forget that actually already included the stuff.
I'll show more about the accommodation since we didn't show too much just now. So the first accommodation, which will be on our KL tour, is the Kingston Hotel. and the interior, as you can see. And then for the accommodation at KAMPAR campus is in Meadow Park, where the above is the interior. Both hotels are quite near to your destinations, which being KAMPAR campus is quite near to the hotel Meadow Park. So it's just a short drive there. And for Kingston Hotel, it's very near Pasar Seni, which is a very well-known place in Kuala Lumpur. And at night, you can also walk out and discover the place yourself because it's quite near. And it's a safe place. So feel free to discover and explore.
So guys, do you have any questions? You can speak it up or write it in the chat box. And for those in the live streams, you can also write it in the chatting section. There might some information that we might not fully explain or may not remember it, so you can feel free to visit the website to know more about it.
That's right.
And for informations, the right side of the slide will be the QR codes, so you can straight away access it through this QR code to our website.
And our event is not just organized by our campus. It's along with PAM, which is Pertubuhan Akitek Malaysia, our architectural department of Malaysia.
In case that we miss out any questions, you can write it down again in the chatting sections or speak it up. Yeah.
你也可以用中文写出你的问题，没问题，因为我们会一一回答你们的问题。
There are still few minutes to the end of our meetings. So in case you really have questions, don't be shy. You can speak it up. Yeah.
For those who have participated before in our last year's event, which is for AASC, the same name as ICAD, it's going to be a similar event where we are going to give you a tour around KL for 1 or 2 days, and the event will bring you back to UTAR to have a look around, and afterwards the event will be mainly at KAMPAR campus this time, where you get to get your hands on the bamboo constructions and different competitions that have grand prizes and give you great experiences.
And don't forget the early bird prizes will be before the 30th of June. So if in case that you're very interested to this event, so don't forget about the date of the early bird prizes. And as you know, since that the transportation were provided, so from the accommodations to the venues, we will have vehicles to fresh you all guys to every places. So you worry about.
Yeah, and throughout this whole trip, you meet different ethnicities, different students from different nationalities, different backgrounds, different cultures. So you can share
Yeah,
among
true.
all of you. You can learn with everyone else.
And there are some activities that actually related to our Malaysia cultures, especially the para workshop. We have making wows so that you can share skills among your members after this event. So I think it's very interesting for me.
With all the different experiences you gain in this event, you can bring back and
Yes,
improve not only yourself, but all those around you.
the experience and skills. Yeah.
Imagine all the stories you can tell to all your classmates, all your teachers, your family.
And that's the reason that we encourage more participants to join, since that they can share the workload and enjoy all these events.
It's a great chance. So be sure not to miss it. For us, both were always joining different events as well. So it's a great experience for all of us, both academically and for our personal growth.
Oh,
There's question in the chat
there's a
box.
question. They're asking that students from one university can only participate in one para workshop at the same time, or they can join in different subjects individually.
All right, for this question, we will direct it to our program team, head of department.
Hello. So I'm the head of department of program team. So I'll be answering the question. Student from one university can only take participant in one parallel workshop at the same time, or they can join in different subject individually. Every individual participant can only join one parallel workshop per time, because the parallel workshop means the workshop will have the workshop will have in the same time, so we cannot run into two or more workshop. So you just have to stay in a one workshop in one time. So did I answer your question?
Yes, these activities will carry out simultaneously. So we only join one of the activities.
So do pick carefully and pick the favorite workshop that you want to join. Now on to the second question, whether we can get some official about this program and official advertisement. Do you mean that? Yes, if you visit our Instagram page, we have some finished advertisements, which is a video made by our group that advertises our event on the Instagram page.
And there's also QR code on this slide on the right bottom that you can access on.
Yes, which will bring you right to our website where all the additional information is.
So if you have any questions, so feel free to write in the chat box or speak it up through the voice mic. Yeah.
These are great questions because in the workshop, we have different professionals that will give you, will teach you different skills, professional skills in your chosen workshop.
Any case that you have any questions or doubt about the prices, so feel free to ask, since it's not a small amount. So if any don't understand, please ask.
And for the transportation, we'll be mainly taking buses. From in the KL trip, we'll be taking buses along the area, and also from Kuala Lumpur to KAMPAR, there will also be buses provided. So just relax as we bring you all to your destinations. And for us, UTAR, we actually have two campuses. So one in Kuala Lumpur, second one, all right. There's another questions. OK，这是华文的问题，我想请问一下，那几个小的竞赛的具体内容，他们和这个生活营之间的时间上是什么关系？这个我也会交给你的。
这个的话，我可以来回答，就是我们有准备一个小故事在这个整个工坊里面，所以每一天我们经历的不一样的一些活动，都代表着我们在慢慢的完成那个故事线，所以这就是我们的排列方式了。如果你想要了解更多具体的故事的话，我们之后会有一些预告片啊，还有一些就是影片类的那些介绍故事的，就是到时候我们会慢慢的上传，所以你就可以在那个影片里面了解更多关于这个故事的一些详情。
每个竞赛活动都会有一个关联的主题，所以在时间上呢，它会在我们的作坊活动之前，所以你将会参加竞赛，然后到我们的作坊活动。
And some of the activities consist of prizes. So try your best in case you might be the ones that get prizes.
The winners will be announced at the end of the event. 胜出的团队呢，将会在作坊活动结束前通知大家。
So if you have any questions, feel free to write in the chatting box or speak it out. We will read it out to our respective departments to answer you so that you can have the latest and the most accurate information.
Any more questions? You can also turn on your mic to ask any questions as well. 如果有任何问题，你可以开麦问也是可以。
We will answer in Chinese and English versions in case you do not know or it may be not explaining more in detail. So if you'd like to know more in details, so you can ask us. Don't worry about. If you look at the poster on the left of the slides, you can see there's contact consists of the Gmails where you can send all your questions in case that you have any doubts after these meetings. So don't need to worry in case that currently you don't have any questions, but afterwards you still have things that you'd like to ask.
Any doubts or questions, we'll answer it as soon as possible, both on the email and all the social media. We have another question in Chinese. 请问一下，和建筑相关的竞赛活动是否需要提前准备呢？ I'll translate in English as well. For the competitions, is there any need for any
materials and the
Yeah, you do you have to consider bringing the materials here or getting ready? Or can you just participate on the spot? That is the question. Program team.
我会先回答中文的，就是这些竞赛都必须要在提前先准备，然后带来这个场地组装，然后我们在攻防的第4天的时候会有一个就是评审会来慢慢的去审那些作品。So in English, the competition need to be prepared before the event and then bring it to the campus, to the place to assemble. And then the judging day will be at the 4th day of the event. So this is the procedure of the competition. Thank you.
Just like for an example, for the competitions, but we have a mascot competition, remember that? For the mascot, you have to get it ready before the event. So as you can represent your team, your university in the event itself. But the prizes will be announced at the end of the event on the spot.
and as you can see, there are actually a lot of competitions. So we encourage more participants to join so that you can share the workload and share the experience and skills. So any questions? You can write in the checking box. We'll read it out so that the respective departments will answer it for you.
If you want to know more details about the competition, please just write it down. 如果想知道比赛的详细内容呢，也是可以在评论区里评论。大部分活动呢都必须提前准备，比如说这个建筑的比赛也是需要提前准备好材料，然后到那里把它建筑起来。
So for the Facebook live stream, if you have any questions, you can also feel free to ask. If you look at our last slide, there's actually a lot of information here. And on the left will be the posters for our events. So in this poster, we will provide the information for you all. And if you look at the poster, the right bottoms, there will be the QR codes. So this QR code actually for you to access the website more easily in case that you like to know more.
如果你想知道任何额外的信息，可以使用这个2维码，它会把你带到我们的网站。任何的更新或者活动增加的活动， 比较上面方向。在左边呢是我们活动的地址，这是
And throughout these presentations, there might be some information that's not clear. So you can ask any doubts. Especially about the registration part, since that it's quite complicated and it needs to be not a small amount, right? So I think that in case you really do have anything while you ask, just feel free to ask.
Our team is ready to answer each and every question.
So we'll end our meeting in 9:30. So in case that you do have any questions, please,
Take the chance
yes,
and
take a chance.
ask right now. Although you can ask it afterwards, but
Yes.
for now we can answer it on the spot, and
Yes,
everyone else can have a chance to get the information at the same time as well.
that's true.
I'll take you through the slides again if you
OK，
thought of any new questions.
我看到评论区有一个问，请问报名截止日期是什么时候？我们有一个早鸟票，早鸟优惠率是会到6月30号。因为我们有由 email 去每一个学校的官方 email，它里面有包括那个保证书，所以需要填那个保证书在6月30号之前交回给我们，这样你就有机会拿到那个早鸟优惠。然后过后我们会所有的那个 for 早鸟优惠的那个付款，将必须在7月15号完成，这样才证明表示报名成功。for 那些6月30号后才交回我们那个保证书，那些都一律都会算回原价。for English version. So, all the early birds, all the early birds price need to because we have emailed the guarantee letter to each of the uni. Then if you fill in the guarantee letter and submit to us before June 30, you will get the early bird price. Then need to complete the early bird payment before July 15. So if you send back the guarantee letter after the June 30, you will consider as the normal price already. If you can't make the early bird payment before July 15, all also will consider as normal price. Thank you.
Yes. There's all quite a big difference between the normal price and the early bird price. So if you think that this event is very interesting and you really like it, so don't forget about the dates, which is the before 30th of June.
I'll take you through the slides again in case you have any new questions that you may think of inside the slides. I'll go back to the first page.
And there are still 9 minutes before our meeting ends. So if any questions, feel free to ask.
Yes.
In the checkbox, there is a date of the early bird prizes. So if you miss out just now, you can refer to the checkbox.
Any more questions from the audience?
You can feel free to ask any questions since that we will end our meeting in 9:30 p.m. So take the chance to ask us any questions that you have like to ask, or any doubts, or any events or competitions that you would like to know more.
我们的会议将于9:30结束，所以如果有任何新的问题呢，可以抓紧机会问答。And if you'd like to know more about the hotel, here's the address for the hotel. You can copy it into any website you want, and you can have a look inside their interiors, their services, and the area around it if you want to
Yeah.
explore near the hotel. 如果你想知道更多关于酒店的资料呢，你可以这个是他们的地址，你可以输入进去，然后它会告诉你他们的 services，他们周围有的活动、好吃的东西、著名的地点的。不过最有名的地点，您可以交给我们，因为我们会带你游玩整个 KL，比较充满历史、比较文明的地方，我们都会一一参观。
And actually, this KL tour is involved a lot of interesting architectural places and events include our culture, Malaysian culture. So I think it's a very interesting tour. And in case that you have any question about the accommodations, so feel free to ask. We will have advertisements and teaser to be posted on our social medias such as Instagram, Facebook, and websites. So you can follow us so that you know the latest information. So before the end of meeting, there are still 5 minutes. So feel free to ask any questions,
Take chance and ask anything that you want to know more about.
especially in the Facebook page for live streams. So in the poster, you can see that actually there's an address and the deadline for our events. So please take notes so that we will not miss it out.
This poster is also on our website and the Instagram. So afterwards, you can enter to have a look there as well.
And in case you'd like to know more about our team, our inceptions, you can also visit our website through the QR code. You'll know more about it.
And the most important one is the event will be held on the 18th of October to 22 of October this year. So it will be a period of time where Malaysia has quite a lot of visitors. So along with them, you can visit our different places, interesting destinations.
So anyone still have questions or doubt to us, you can write it in the chat box too. We still do have 2 minutes before our meeting ends. So any questions?
Really excited to see you all in our event at UTAR KAMPAR campus,
Yeah, that's true.
especially at the end of this year.
I think this is a really worthy event. So don't forget the early bird prizes date. Please register before 30th of June if you're really interested in it.
And tell your friends, you can come together. You can choose the same workshops, participate in competitions. Everyone.
You can share the skills, the experience, even to exchange the knowledge between members. In case that we missed it out any questions, so we can repeat it out again in the chat box or through the mic.
Activities aside, such events are a good time to make new lifelong friends, especially we're all the same in architecture. And exchange our experiences, not only in the event, not only our knowledge, but all the experiences of our campus life. It must be different as we're from different universities. So. Any more questions? We'll be ending very soon about this presentation.
So thank you so much. Our meeting will be end here. And if you have any questions, so you can email us or contact us through the WhatsApp or through the website to know more about the information.
Any new things, we'll update it as soon as possible in all of our social media and our webpage. Thank you so much for joining our presentation session. 谢谢大家参与我们的会议。任何的更新，任何新的东西呢，我们将会放在我们的网站以及我们的 social media。谢谢大家，我们希望能在今年10月看到你们。 Right,
谢谢
wish to see you all in this year's October.
，Thank you。